Hello, welcome back to Falcon Blues TV. It's been a while really since it's been just me and you. I don't know about yourselves, but I'm feeling relatively safe now and relegation proof. And listen, I've not put people on the list for a while because we've been in a relegation battle. I don't think it was the right time to add a bit of humour and stuff, but to staying safe. But I've got a backlist, and as Jay has pointed out to me now, my lovely director, I've got too many on this list to put on today, so I'm going to have to cut it down. But top of the shop, first to go is the brain of Bootle himself, Jamie Carrager. We all know Jamie, he works on LFC TV, sorry I mean Sky Sports. He's a pundit on there, and his comments all season about Everton have been, and look, I want to say this, Jamie Carrager is a pundit with Gary Neville on Monday Night Football. If they're not talking about Everton, Liverpool, Man City, he's great, but when it comes to Everton, nah, get fucked now. We've probably all seen the comments in the Merseyside derby when he was on commentary, when he was shouting at Richarlison to get up, even though it was a legitimate injury and he conceded himself. Well, do you know what the brain of it all? Everton listened to you. We got up and got out of relegation. I'd just like to point out as well, Mr. Carrager had a pinned tweet which was about an article he wrote for whatever paper, I don't give a fuck. It was, Everton will be the biggest team to get relegated. So that pinned tweet, I don't think it's pinned anymore. Jamie, if you're listening, mate, because you're not going to be on this podcast, we keep it real, you are not welcome on this podcast. But anyway, I want you to get that article, I want you to shine it up real nice, I want you to turn it sideways, and I want you to shove it right up your ass. And also added into that is Oliver Holt. You probably all know Oliver Holt. Oliver Holt is a man who in his late 40s decided to grow his hair long and put an Alice band in. That tells me midlife crisis. But either way, he does pro-Liverpool articles all season. Negative Everton articles, he likes to troll fans. And that's something else that I'm going to come on to soon. But congratulations to you both. You just made the list. Jamie Carrager, Oliver Holt, midlife crisis, and I'm also going to add in, considering we're speaking of the media, Phil Mcnulty. For those that you don't know, Phil Mcnulty is the chief football writer for BBC. Phil Mcnulty can write good articles. Guess who Phil supports? I'll tell you who he supports. He doesn't work it out. He did a big article the same like Carrager about Everton getting relegated. I read his post-Man City report for Everton, where it was discussed about Everton going down, blah, blah, blah. There was no mention about the possible on board with Rodri. I notice you're all mentioning it now on Twitter, aren't you? It's all becoming a big deal now. What I'd like to say to all three is Jamie, Oliver, Phil, all those articles you've got in the drafts, you've got articles in the drafts about Everton getting relegated, forget them for now, because we're still here for another season. Why don't you just do an articulate article about the bad decisions that have come against Everton this season? I've not seen none of that. All I've seen is Everton come down, it's a big story, we want Everton to go down, blah, blah, blah. And that's exactly what I've seen. You've all put them out there, it's on your tweets, it's been pinned. So I'd like to say congratulations for all three years, and all 3 years, while accepting this prestigious honour to be on the list, you can all suck me cock at the same time. I think he's a dreadful journalist, he's supposed to be unbiased, and he's certainly not that. And like I said, Jamie Carragher's alright as a pundit when he's not talking about Liverpool, Man City or Everton. As a commentator, he's completely dreadful, he celebrates goals. Congratulations, lads. You aren't going to win Sports Writers of the Year, but guess what? You've made the list. And fair play, because you've fucking deserved it, because you're all gutted. All he is, you're fucking devastated that Everton have saved up. Because there's a big article that's going to go after going in your draft. Maybe you can do one on Burnley. I think Phil Mcnulty's already on that. However, I'm just going to do a count now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I've got at least 6 more people that are going on my list. And I can tell you the numbers on these ones. Jamie Carrager is number 78, Oliver Holt's number 79, Phil Mcnulty is number 80. And we're getting ever closer to coming to Mr. 100, who's already pre-planned. However, Jamie, Oliver, Phil, don't you know, pump it up, the Blues are staying up. Unlucky lads, unlucky. I know he's gutted. And I also want to make a special comment here now to the people who have commented all year on YouTube, made comments like going down. To the big fans, you know, Burnley especially, seen a lot of them. Obviously the other side next door, Newcastle fans. I'd like to say I'd put you on the list, but I can't remember your names. The reason I can't remember them is you don't matter and I don't give a fuck. And all I'm going to say to you is keep commenting, keep clicking on our videos, it helps. How's your life doing, boys? Not as good as mine. And you aren't going on the list because you don't even matter that much. However, tune in tomorrow, we'll put some more people on the list. And as always, don't forget to subscribe. If you want anyone on the list, I know that's not the official list, it's upstairs. You let me know in the comments. You let us know. If there's someone, our team will investigate. We'll go to jury. You've got to give a good reason. It can't just be anyone. But until next time, up the fucking toffees. Colin Chong.